I liked how, what was it?
And there we go. We had a little technical difficulties, but we are live now. And welcome once again to Mesilla Valley News Sports Podcast. We are live on the patio at the Amador
Sports Podcast.
Sports Podcast. I got these guys over here. They just can't wait to get in. So let's go ahead and bring in Max and Kelly. How you guys doing? Commissioner Kelly from our Fantasy Football League. Soon to be, I'm taking the.
Do you want to have a spelling contest now instead?
We'll use that term lightly.
Lightly.
But if there's one positive to take away from the fact that the punishment for our league was that I have to go take the SAT.
Yes.
Here's the perk. Another league that I'm in has decided to create what we're referring to as a combine to determine who gets the first pick.
Okay.
So each person in the league gets to pick an event or endeavor that we all have to try to do.
Okay.
I'm going to give you one guess at what took me 2 seconds to go. I know what we're doing. What do you think I'm making the entire league do?
Go ahead, Max.
I'm going to say it's baseball.
It's going to be take the SAT with me.
Oh, does that count?
No, I thought it was going to be like a whole nother season. You're going to double or nothing.
No, it was just an event. I said, hey, it's a ranking system. So like if someone said, hey, we're going to do like a bench press, whoever wins the bench press contest gets 10 points. Whoever finishes last gets 1.
Is there like a Cliff Notes version?
No, it's straight up. They messed up. They opened the door.
What he's doing is getting in on a technicality that they didn't say a sporting event or a physical event.
Okay, but I think it needs to be a speed test.
No,
you have to stay in there the entire time.
The whole time. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's a marathon.
Yep.
Not sprint.
Not a sprint.
But they messed up and said, hey, we're going to do this. Everyone gets to pick one thing. Some of the guys were like, we'll play 18 holes of golf. And that was 2 seconds. SAT. They're like, no shit. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So I've got 11 guys, 10 going with me to take the SAT when we do it. So
I also think you did that so you didn't have to take that walk of shame walking into the building with.
What if I get into Harvard? Have you thought about this? Like, what if I
want to get into Harvard?
So before we,
it would be fun to have a shirt.
This gets completely out of hand. I have Chef Enrique here. We got a little special, and
let's go ahead and
pull it up on the.
I'm going to pull it up here on the camera so that we can take. I can smell it. It smells delicious. So let's go ahead and take a look what we got here, Chef. Let's pull it over a little bit this way. There we go.
Let me get this out of the way.
Yeah. So what do we got, Chef?
So it's going to be wild mushroom pasta with peas, cream lemon sauce, and fresh Parmesan.
Wow, that sounds good. You want to try? You want to go first, Kim?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. You want me to hold the mic for you?
No, we're going to go straight for sound division. There's nothing. At first, you want to know what I thought it was kind of a deconstructed carbonara. Almost.
Well, he's not saying much. You're going to need that napkin on your stash there.
So, yeah, that's just. It's the lemon. The acid. Yeah, exactly. That's what changes it. And what's fantastic about peas for me is I think it's an underappreciated vegetable that people don't realize that you can toss it into so many little things and do so many fantastic.
It's real simple. It's like 4 ingredients.
And it's just to me, peas are just fresh. It just tastes, even frozen. The flash frozen peas, even like fresh. So this is phenomenal. So good. But yeah, when I first saw it, I totally thought it was.
That is really good.
I thought it was a carbonara of some sort.
No, that is really, really tasty, Chef. And is that currently on the menu right now?
We're going to add it to the menu.
You're going to add it to the menu?
Yeah, we did it for the Valentine's menu, and people loved it. It's vegetarian.
No pun intended?
No pun intended.
No pun intended, yeah.
Just add it in there.
That is awesome. That is a very, very tasty dish, and I'm looking forward to seeing that one coming up a little bit more in the future there. So.
Yeah, sounds good.
No,
fantastic.
Always.
Now we will Now we will share with everybody else. If anybody else wants to go ahead and grab some, we can go ahead and share with that. And Kelly, what she she wants to get her hands on that.
Just try it.
Try it. It's really good. But You know, so okay, so I think you
First
just,
bite's free.
Yep. I should put the camera on her and mic her up for some ASMR.
So ASMR.
Yeah, that would be food listening. It doesn't work when you're doing the sound effects.
Just listen.
Come on,
We're all friends.
Okay, here we go.
okay, just
Dig in. Dig in.
nobody's gonna judge you.
And there's no camera.
Oh, delicious.
It's really, really good. I'm telling you, it's with a cream-based sauce, a little lemon. Really, the acid just it lightens it up. It doesn't go into like that heavy. It doesn't feel like an Alfredo. Exactly.
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. It's
And I like the mushrooms
Yeah, of
in there
course.
as well. That's really good. That is delicious. Good job, sir.
Anthony Bourdain.
Anytime.
Anthony Bourdain would like it. I'll tell you that much.
Here's you guys, Mike.
All right, thank you. I'll take that back then.
Take it back.
We might give it back
Max.
to Max when he's ready. Okay, so in my opinion, I think you just did this to avoid the shame of walking in by yourself with the SAT. So now you've got this whole gang of people that are going with you, right?
I can neither confirm nor deny these allegations.
You cannot. So I understand that. I
neither
understand
confirm nor
that.
deny.
Max, what do we got going on? I know it's Valentine's
Happy
night, so you got to
Valentine's Day,
happy
Gino.
Valentine's Day
Kelly.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you my Valentine tonight? You got ditched, didn't you?
She was working. She just texted me. She's off. She's coming over.
Well, I'm slowly but surely lighting candles for everyone as they're coming in. I can put you in charge of that.
I'll
I'll put the candle on the table and you light it.
I don't do well with fire.
Yeah, and we'll just talk. But no, we have Valentine's Day tonight. We've been working on it. Got it all sold out. We're gonna have a big crowd tonight.
Awesome.
I know they have some people downtown. I got the free wedding is going on down at the plaza.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They're doing
Yeah.
they're doing that. They're also doing some weddings up at Rotunda in the county offices.
Yeah. So
Tomorrow?
we have Stevie and Isaac are playing. They're doing their duo, their dynamic duo, kind of acoustical style. So it's going to be a real fun, easygoing, romantic evening in there. Trying to make the best of a Tuesday. We had all the bands last week. We did the Stupid Cupid emo night in 575 last week.
Yeah.
And it was whoever can come up with the best breakup story in 250 words or less, they won a table to our next big event coming up, which is going to be our St. Patty's Day round 2 No Surrender Midget Wrestling Warriors will be here. And
Let me go ahead and bring that one up right there.
Oh yeah, go ahead and let it rip. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure if we're going to be getting some. Oh darn it! His chef brought out dessert.
Oh, that's okay. We'll get it.
There you go.
Flawless show.
I'm going to be honest with you. This was so much fun last year.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it this year.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of it was just spur of the moment the way we had to put it together because we had such a big crowd. Definitely going to want to get here early. It's $15.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole lot of fun.
We got audio here.
Are we? Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Oh, you're okay. Well, that was.
I had that. The
While that
music
was
was going in.
While that was playing.
Yeah,
that
so
was-
that's coming up, and I don't know if my audio's on.
It is.
Okay, so it's $15 at the door on St. Patty's Day, which is a Friday this year, so that's going to be fun. If you want to do one of our VIP tables or our ringside tables, you need to call us 575-541-7417. Swing by, let us know, reach out to us through Facebook. Just message Amador Live. They're going to fill up quick. I think we sold like 5 today.
Really?
And we
Wow,
just-
nice.
yeah, now that Valentine's Day weekend is kind of winding up,
Mhm.
everyone's focusing on the next thing.
The next
So
thing.
that's the next one that we have coming.
President's Day.
I thought Mardi Gras.
Well, we don't.
Fat Tuesday?
Just
Fat
because
Tuesday.
Tuesday, we do a few things, but
Yeah.
we just
But the next big one
for us is
could be the
St. Patty's.
ring out on the grass in the
Full
middle
blown
right
ring,
there.
sound and lights, midgets running around all over the place.
It's going to be great. It's
Yeah.
going to be fun. It was a lot of fun last year. I would encourage everybody.
Unprecedented fun.
Unprecedented. We're gonna throw in a few extra things this year and see what happens. Fireworks, you name it. Yeah.
Really.
Even though they're small.
I wasn't supposed to say that. I don't know.
Even though they're small, sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit. That's right.
Sky's the
So,
limit.
just
Well,
Remember that.
were you here last year for it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Table.
You guys jumping off of the Springboks
they're
Festival?
good.
They're really
they got-
good.
They have a whole
Really
new
good.
show. It's the same company we used last year. They have new characters, new show, new everything. And they want to wow them again. So
Yeah. you just don't get. The only time I've ever got to do something like that, Speaking Rock occasionally does, and you get to do it right here in Las Cruces. And so that's the best part. Is it's something that doesn't happen here that you have to take advantage of when the opportunity presents itself, because you're going to kick yourself in your butt for not doing it.
I got to run
absolutely.
something by you guys.
Okay.
It's an idea for maybe during the evening. We were thinking about doing like a reverse pinata. So what you do is you hang somebody upside down from a crane. They have the stick, and then everyone else runs around in the ring blindfolded.
How do you get the candy?
I don't know. I guess we could like put helmets on them or something.
I'm not saying no.
Yeah, or maybe a bag over their head.
Check with your
But
insurance
I'm
guy
also
first,
not
and then see what they say.
saying yes.
Okay. I'm gonna
But you know what? You know what? Put a pin in it.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
Yeah. We'll come back. Give it a week
We'll
or
circle
two.
back.
Yeah.
We'll circle back.
We'll just kind of see where things take us that evening.
Exactly. I like where your head is.
Yeah.
I always do.
Yeah.
On top of your shoulders.
Thank you.
Could be upside down though. He's the one hanging.
Could be somewhere else.
Well, you know, he would volunteer to be the swinging pinata.
Yeah.
The
I'm
other
not
thing,
surprised,
let's see
Tyler.
what else. April, we're going to be starting our alfresco series, which is where we pair kind of like a Valentine's Day dinner where it's a paired menu, but it's not all about date night or whatever. And we're going to do 4 of those, one a month, where we have bands. We have a host, and we did this a few years ago when COVID was going on, and it went really well. So we're going to be starting promoting that here pretty quick. And each month is a different genre of food and music. And so we're going to be doing a New Orleans style. We're going to be doing a Hawaiian barbecue style. We have a street taco night. And we have an Italian one. So we're getting all those put together, and those are going to be going.
Those will be super fun.
That'll kind of get us to the summer.
And just saw up there on the website that you've got your Amador Winter Series coming up as far as music and entertainment.
Yeah,
coming
Callista
up.
did a great job a few weeks ago. She was here for about 3 Saturdays. Daniel Sanchez is here this weekend, and then we have Brothers Inc. coming up after that, and then we'll kind of roll into some of our other stuff. Amador Days coming together. We got a big day planned for Cinco de Mayo. We're going to release that next week, and then Bone Thugs, which was April 22nd, is now May 6th.
Okay.
That's been a little bit frustrating, but when we got rained out last October in the scramble, they double booked, and so we got it figured out. They're going to be here now for Amador Days, which in a lot of ways is a better day. So it's going to be a lot more fun. Better weather,
Fortuitous turn of events.
Yeah, they're really excited. We put a post up today. Lazy Bone came on and did a full video for us.
Awesome,
and is just letting everybody know, hey, we are going to be here.
So nice.
No, everything's picking up, and I think one of the things we should talk about right now is we also have a good group that's about to hop on and talk about some
absolutely.
Really cool things. Let's not take all of this up just sitting here.
I tried to talk them into the reverse pinata thing, and they said, nah, we'll have to get back to you on that one.
Yeah. Everybody's going to get back to you.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks, months.
Who are we bringing up next?
We should have
Michelle
ready to go.
Oh, and Michelle, she's going to try our dessert too. So.
Oh, that would be there. So let's stick that under the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're next.
Ready?
So we will stick that under the camera. And where's Michelle at? Oh, here we go. We'll actually have you put this on here. I'll have you get that on. There we go.
Is that gonna work?
Put the fuzzy side up.
Fuzzy side up.
There you go.
Does that work?
That works perfectly fine.
I can hear you.
Fine, yeah.
Of course, I'm standing right here.
I don't know what camera to look at.
So, Michelle, this is our turtle cheesecake
Okay.
that Chef Enrique and the boys in the back have come up with. And so one of the first things you have to do the first time you're ever on air is eat on air so everybody can see how you eat,
Okay.
So, I'm kidding. The shot's right here. So
yeah, there's a nice shot right there. I think we've got another fork.
Yeah. So
Okay.
when you
Try
guys
a
have
piece
time,
of
you want to try it, just
Okay.
have a bite, see what you think.
Well, I mean, I'll do it right now.
Yeah,
Of
go
course.
for
I
it.
can't say no. So, and then I'm gonna have to talk while I eat.
No, you don't have to talk while you eat. You just have to enjoy it. Let us know how good it is, and then we can probably let your table go ahead and have the rest of it. Are they going to enjoy that?
Loving it.
That is great.
No, it's really great. It's really sweet. I'll even take one little spit.
Yeah. And Kelly's still going after that pasta.
Yeah, this pasta.
Just
I don't know.
just take the bowl, Kelly. Just
Yeah,
take the
Just
bowl
didn't
with
want
you.
it to go to waste.
Okay, now that we've got all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. Once again, welcome to the Mesilla Valley News Sports Podcast. Gino Aragon here with you Tuesday night, as we always do here at the Amador Live out on the patio. And my guest at this time, we've got an audience. I love
I
that.
know.
My guest at this time is Michelle Mason. You are the deputy chief.
Deputy head of
Deputy head.
Intramurals and Recreation at New Mexico State
I
University.
keep calling you chief. I don't know why.
I mean, you can call me chief.
And exactly what is that job out there? What is it that you're doing with the university?
So I oversee the ongoings of the Aquatic Center
Mhm.
as well as the Activity Center. And I help facilitate all the programming that goes on in both of those buildings.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot, because I know that between the activity center in itself
Mm-hmm.
and the aquatic center, there's a lot of different activities that go on throughout the year.
Definitely. And, there's academic classes going on, our own intramural programming. We even have outdoor recreation programming as well. And then, of course, with aquatics, we have classes there. We house our swimming and diving team as well. And yeah, a lot of activity going on at the activity center.
Well, I remember spending a lot of time in the activity center in general, because that's where all my dance classes were.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I took all my dance classes with Betty Burgess. So that was my Western 2, ballroom, Latin. There's a few of them in there. Probably could have minored in dance.
You're going to have to show me some of your dance moves.
I'm going to have to find my dancing shoes, and that we'll do that.
Want to
So
see that.
yeah, but I took all my dancing classes out there. I did quite a few basketball games on there. Lost a few pairs of glasses doing that. That's always fun. But I guess one thing about the activity center and the aquatic center, for that fact, is that a lot of people don't know that it's not just for the NMSU students.
No, we do have something called Aggie Fit program, and we have memberships that people from the community can purchase, and they can also enjoy utilizing our facilities. Of course, right now we are the only Olympic size swimming pool here in the Cruces area. I know that there's a new one that is being worked on, and it's coming soon. And then, of course, we have our activity center. And one other thing that I do is I coordinate all the group fitness classes that we offer at the activity center. So things like yoga, indoor cycling, some strength training classes, mixed fit and Zumba for you dancers out there.
I loved getting my Zumba classes in, and not so much these days, but because you're right, it's a great dance, it's a great exercise. I used to do a lot with nutrition here in town, and I would always ask my members. I would not have them do anything that I wasn't willing to do. So I did the Zumba classes that we had there. I did the yoga classes that we had there. That was actually a lot of fun and relaxing. So it was something that I think almost anybody can do at any level too, and they are fun. They really are. But that is something that I don't think a lot of people knew about what was going on at the NMSU campus, because when you mention the campus, you think that's strictly for students or the activity center and everything else there. I knew about some of those things that were going on, and I also knew about some of the activities at the aquatic center, because my son's little brother took some swimming lessons out there a few summers ago and stuff. So
yes, we're still working on building back our aquatic programming from the shutdown, and so hopefully sooner than later we'll get there some lessons back and everything on the aquatic side.
Has that been a tough time trying to get things back? I don't want to say to normal, but coming back after having everything shut down the way that it was.
Definitely. I think, there's been a lot of staffing shortages over the last couple of years that everyone's building back to. And there definitely was a national lifeguard shortage for a couple of years since no one could get certified. But my staff have been doing a great job on creating, certifying students as lifeguards, so that then they can not only be certified and have that under the belt, but get student employment jobs. And so, yeah, that's what we're really working on right now, is just getting that back together.
That is awesome, and it's nice to see that it is coming back. I think the university just had announced this year that they had a good number of students coming back in on the campus and everything else. So a lot of that kind of equates to, honestly, probably a lot more work for you, but it's happy work because of course you've been there for a while.
Yes, yeah. I've actually been working for NMSU in June. I've been working there for half my life, actually.
Really?
Yes, going on 16 years.
Okay. See, I wasn't going to mention anything about years because I didn't want to give away anything. I was being a gentleman, but yeah, it's a lot of work for you. But that is a long time to be with the university, which brings me to my next line of questioning, because you're a local gal.
I am.
Right? Born and raised in Las Cruces.
Born and raised, still a stone throw from actually the house that I was born in.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Family still live there?
Family, yep. Family's still here in Cruces. Yep. Local.
So what was it that normally when I'm talking to a lot of my athletes that come on, or some people that have come in here, it's they went to NMSU, fell in love with the town, and wanted to stay. So being local right here, and you went to NMSU, what brought you to what you're doing now with the Aquatic Center and the Activity Center, and what made you want to stay at Citadel, maybe taking some opportunities?
Of course, like I said, all of my family is here, and so that was definitely a big thing of my decision to stay here in Cruces and go to NMSU. And when I did start to go to school, I was going to school for journalism. However,
I'm sorry about that.
I know, right? And yes, it was print journalism.
It worked out better.
It was print journalism that I was going to school for. But luckily, I started off as a student employee, as a lifeguard at the Aquatic Center. And as I started working there, I one day just realized that was the passion I wanted to get more involved in. I could see myself as building it into a career. Not a lot of people think you can build lifeguarding into a career, but I somehow did. And I went to my boss one day and asked him, how do I become you? And he started mentoring me, and I've just been working my way up. And the fact that my job is to go to either a pool or an activity center and be able to, bring the fun aspect of student life to NMSU with intramurals, with the PE classes like weightlifting. I teach a couple of PE classes for swimming, lifeguard training as well. I just couldn't have asked for a better career choice to be able to go and have fun and also teach teachings like lifeguarding, like life-saving skills and things like that. And swimming as well. That's a life-saving skill as well. Everyone should know how to swim. Right?
Absolutely. I do know how to swim. Used to love to go swimming. We went to swimming classes in elementary school, like second grade. We used to walk to the pool, our local pool, and take some swimming lessons and stuff. But I got to be honest, last time I tried to swim across an Olympic-sized pool, though, I thought I was doing really well. I was just, and doing great. And I just pull up going like, I know the wall is going to be right here. And I'm like, wow, maybe a little bit more than halfway. And I was going like, okay, it's a lot longer than I remember. But yeah, swimming is an activity, of course, it's going to keep you fit, and it's just refreshing. Especially when you get out of the pool, you feel good. And in general, with a lot of the workouts and the exercise, I think a lot of people will be surprised at how good they feel afterward.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's one of the things that I kind of miss is going for a run and doing some of the exercises that I haven't been up to lately. Enjoying too many international pizza days probably more than anything else. But it is actually, I do actually miss it, especially going for a run. The weather that we have here is always good to go for a run outside. But of course, you are doing that. But one of the other things that you're doing, which I think is also really awesome, is the fact that you are a part of the Senior Olympics.
Yes.
And you are actually a manager for the swimming events that will be held with the Senior Olympics.
Yes. So I've been involved with the State Senior Olympic Games on and off for about the past 10 years. And just this year recently, I have helped take over the county games, which is what we're really advertising and getting the word out within these next few weeks, moving into the next month of what the Joniata County Senior Olympic Games are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in fact, if you needed to get some information about what those games are looking like, you can always go to DACSO, which is basically Joniata County Senior Olympics -nm.org, right? That's right. So you can head over to the website, and if you look at the events, you'll see a whole list of events that are coming up at various times, because the Olympics actually start in March, but they go throughout several weeks with all kinds of different events. And for you, specifically, when are those aquatic events taking place?
So it's going to be March 25th is the day. Obviously it's a Saturday, and we'll start about 9 o'clock. Warm-ups at 8. We'll start the races at 9, and we're going to offer all of the swim races that are available for anyone who wants to sign up and get in the pool and swim some laps.
And of course, with the Senior Olympics, to qualify or to be eligible for the Senior Olympics, it is 50 years old and up, right?
Yes.
And just in case you feel, that, you're worried about getting beat by a 70-year-old or something else like that, because some of those guys are fit. Yeah. Like fish in the water. But yeah, you have to be at least 50 years old to be eligible to go ahead and compete in the Senior Olympics, but they do separate the events by age by every 5 years. So 50 to 54, 55 to 60. So that way they have their age classes, and everybody gets a chance to compete with their own age group right there. So, you don't have to be worried about getting beat by a 70-year-old, because I know that's in the back of my mind. I haven't been in a pool for years. If I did something like that, I know.
Yeah, and the thing is that whether you're someone who's been swimming competitively your whole life, or you're a beginner that just wants to get in the pool and see where you're at with your swimming ability. We want to make sure that to let everyone know it's not just about the competition. It's about just coming together as a group, especially with the swimming community being so small around here with Cruces, with the fact that we only have a handful, if less than that, of pools to utilize here. It's just a great way to start meeting the wonderful people that are part of that community, which I've been grateful to be working with and for since I became a lifeguard so long ago.
If there's one thing that you would like for that swimming community, or with the aquatic center, or just in general in town for swimming, what would it be? What would you really like to go ahead and get in part of
with the swimming community?
With the swimming community.
I just think it's time for for everyone to start coming back together, and we've talked about all the programming, all the businesses, working to build back from the last couple of years, and this is the time to do that. So I really, really hope that anyone who has any reservations about signing up for Senior Olympics, that they let that go, and this is the time for us to really start getting back together. And I really want the community to know that. And also those who don't feel like they're technically part of that swimming community, everyone's invited, and we want anyone who has any interest in trying it out to please come. We're all very welcoming, and we want everyone to have such a great experience and all of that good stuff.
That is an awesome message to give you. That we shall herefore refer to the past couple of years as the dark times. And of course, we shall hope to bring a light to it, and bring a light to that community. As you said, bringing the community together, not just for the swimming community, but for everybody in general. All of the businesses in town, all of our sports, everything to go ahead and come together to go ahead. And, at one time, Las Cruces was known as Title Town, because we had so many sports and so many events and so many things going on right here. I think that that's something that could definitely be achieved again, with everybody coming together, from everybody on the NMSU campus and all the sports that go on and the activities right there. I know right now we've got golf going, tennis is going. Tennis had 2 matches today, I think, out on the courts at NMSU. diving and swimming.
Swimming and diving. They're getting ready to wrap up their season and start preparing for WAC.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And their last season in the WAC, as everybody's going to be moving to Conference USA, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
so that's going to be really, really exciting. And you know, despite any of the negative stuff that might be going on now, and don't worry, we will address that before we get out of here. And that is one of the things to keep that positivity around the swimming community, the sports community in general, and just I think just in general in town to go ahead and have that positivity that, you know, we made it through the dark times.
Mm-hmm.
We beat that stuff. That was no big deal. But let's go ahead and get everybody together that maybe still needs that little bit of help to give them a hand and bring them out into the light. I say
Mm-hmm.
that as we are in the dark outside here on the patio, but it is something I think the community really needs.
I definitely agree.
So I applaud you for bringing that. Good job. Oh man, that was good. I don't know what to follow that with. No.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me to be
Oh, not a
here
problem.
and hang out with
Anytime,
you.
yeah, anytime that you guys want to stop by, if you guys have some events or anything else coming up, you can always go ahead and stop by and get that done. And don't forget about the Doñana County Senior Olympics, of course, dacso-nm.org. You can go ahead and check out all the different events. They've got everything from swimming, the running. They've got horseshoes. They've got table tennis. They've got what's the other one? Shuffleboard. And don't forget about washas as well. That's always a lot of fun to get in there. All of those different events, I'm sure, like I said, 50 years old and up. They break it down by age categories. You'll probably find something that you'd like to take part in. And just to get out there and probably meet some other people, a little competition is always good and friendly. So once again, check out that website and get those signed up. I believe with all of the event and scheduled events that they have coming up, it's about a week before those events start is the deadline to get signed up. So you have a little bit of time to check them out and see what's going to be going on as far as what sports you'd like to compete in. And if you're going to be doing any swimming, Michelle's going to be here to go ahead and help you out with that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So thanks a lot for coming in, Michelle.
Thanks so
We'll
much.
have you take off that little lanyard right there, and we'll pass it on over to Eli right here because Eli's going to come in. And we're going to be talking a little bit of golf. Thanks a lot for stopping
Thank
by.
you
I
so
really
much.
appreciate
I
that.
really appreciate it.
And like I said, anytime you want to stop by and let us know what's kind of going on with the aquatic center and the activity center, absolutely let us know. And we'll have you come back and talk about it. All right.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Take the plate.
Go ahead and take that. Yeah. My doctor will get mad at me if she sees me on camera eating that. We said no sugar. And now I feel like I don't have any choice because you had sugar and carbs right there. Go ahead, step on in. Yeah.
Is it time?
Yeah. We got that. We got plenty of time here, Eli. Go ahead and slip that on for you.
I feel like I'm being knighted.
A little bit. Just
Yeah.
some new toys to play with that I got for
Awesome.
this season.
That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So how you been, Eli? What's been going on, sir?
Good. Life is good. Just this year, like around this time of the year, it's first of all, I'm the first assistant golf professional at Sonoma Ranch Golf Course. So
I forgot you should have had everybody introduce yourself because we haven't talked with you for a while.
yeah. In case anybody's like, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah,
Gino acts like he knows him.
I do. Well,
Well,
from
hey,
last season, I guess you could say.
I definitely enjoyed being on the last time. So I got the call and I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So
Yeah.
So I'm a golf professional, so that pertains to running golf courses and managing them. And as I was going to jump into this time of the year, it's very weather dependent on whether we're busy or not at the golf course. So
Yeah.
today, not so much. The holiday doesn't help too much too. So
You don't have any golfing specials for Valentine's Day?
we did. We
Okay.
had Twilight all day,
Mhm.
which was a great special, but it was a little cold.
It was a bit chilly today.
At least in the morning, a little windy.
At least the winds weren't as bad as they were predicting them to be.
True.
I mean, tomorrow they're still predicting like 35 mile
Mm-hmm.
an hour winds for the afternoon, getting gusts that are going to be really up there. But we'll see what happens
Yeah.
because I'm not going to make the cliche saying that the weather will change every 30 minutes around here or anything else like that. But I will say this year, it has been a little bit inconsistent
Yes.
because we will have those days, 2 or 3 days, it'll be really, really windy. And then all of a sudden, we're like near 70 degrees and it's gorgeous outside.
This week's a great example because we had a high of 73 on Sunday,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden people are like, well, will it snow tomorrow? I hope not. But,
Here's what I'm telling everybody. It's going to be cooler in the higher elevations. So in the higher elevations, maybe up on the pass, and when you get up to Cloudcroft TUC, obviously they're going to be getting some snow. They're getting some snow up north in Albuquerque right now.
Yeah.
So they are getting some snow there. Whether or not we're going to be getting some snow here in the valley itself, if we do, it's likely not to stick around because they're expecting highs in the mid 50s. So if it is there, it's likely going to be in the morning. Maybe give yourself a little bit of time to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know until it happens. And sometimes it'll happen, and sometimes it'll go like, not today.
Yep.
And that's kind of like what it's been like. But yeah, with the sport like golf, that is kind of dependent on weather. And of course, we say that knowing that we are basically mid-February.
Yeah.
And by the time we get to March, where most people might still be under some snow up north, we're going to be pretty good down here.
I think we always get spoiled with, like, there's always 1 week that we have that's phenomenal weather, like end of January or first week of February.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, hey, here it is. We got spring. And then, it gets cold.
No, that's that little tease that it likes to do. It's like, it's nice and warm. You're hot. You're opening up some windows and you're going like, oh man, I got to make sure that check the AC, make everything's working right there. If you've got a swamp cooler, got to switch all of that equipment up, all that other stuff like that. And then, no doubt about it, as soon as you do that, then that cold comes back in. And you're going like, where's the heater? So it is one of those things you kind of expect it. It varies a little bit about when it comes in, but I've always said by the time we get to Valentine's Day, by the time we get to today, basically, spring is pretty much on the way. We might have some rain, we might have some wind. Every once in a while, Deming comes for a visit, and it's mostly the dust. And because I had to explain to someone what a brownout was once.
Oh yeah,
because they didn't know. I said, the wind will blow so much that it's just so much sand coming up that you can't drive in it, and they will close the highways for that, which is definitely not good for your golf swing. No. Not good for your golf.
No, not at all. That's actually for spring golf. Our spring leagues that we do. I talked most of the time about leagues and stuff last time I was on here.
Mm-hmm.
But like as we get ready for those, that's actually one of my like determining factors on like whether we actually have league that day is whether I can see the mountains. If it's a brownout and you can't see the mountains,
maybe not today.
Yeah, maybe not today.
We'll get those done in a couple of days.
Yeah.
But actually, don't be afraid to talk about the leagues, because when we talked about the leagues, I think you guys were just kind of finishing up on some stuff right here. So you have some spring leagues coming up. And so what opportunities do people have to go ahead and get involved with those leagues?
So, the leagues, they're back around. It's the springtime. We have La Liga, which is La Liga presented by Toby Turpin, Kyler Breen, some friends of ours that have always played in the leagues. And then another friend of ours, he's sponsoring our Tuesday league, part with Big O Tires. So it's the Vegas League presented by Big O Tires. So got two great leagues. They're starting up. It's kind of crazy. We actually have 100%. They're 100% full right now.
Really?
It's a month away. It starts, March 20th, March 21st. The 20th is La Liga, the Monday one, and then the 21st is Tuesday, our Tuesday league, Vegas League.
Mm-hmm.
So we got those going there. I got 28 two-person teams, 56 people per night.
Wow.
In each of those, but our we have a wait list, and obviously there's sometimes where people sign up right now and they're like, yeah, Eli, I'm in, and then I call them again a couple weeks out from the league, and they're like, so this happened. So don't let that scare you from signing up that they're full, because being on that wait list, you can still have a good possibility of getting in on those. So we're thinking about a lot of possibilities as far as growing them and expanding upon that. Obviously, if they're at full capacity, 5 weeks before they start, it's like, okay, well, let's see what else we can do.
I'm not going to lie, that's not a bad problem to have.
Not a bad problem.
I will say this, then you're coming back into basic supply and demand.
Yeah.
If there's a lot of demand for that, maybe we need to work on getting a couple extra leagues in there.
Yeah. Well, and I've even Vern, who was on here last time as well, my boss, he we were talking about even the possibility of doing 2 leagues on a Tuesday afternoon, and have one go off one side, because they're 9-hole leagues. You could have one go off the back 9, one go off the front 9, and
and then switch it up every switch it up every now and then.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're getting that kind of demand out of it and the leagues are full and everybody's having a blast and everybody wants to play with their friends, so they're going to tell their friends to go ahead and come by and say, you should really be a part of this.
Yeah.
Next time or whatever. Now, they got another one coming up. I don't mind playing a full round on a Tuesday. They play in an afternoon and evening league, something like that. But when they sign up for the leagues, what can they expect? What is it that they're playing for? What is it? What do they got going on?
There's a lot of different things. The Tuesday one was the first one that we kind of got started, and that was like 2016. So it's going to be a 7th year of these leagues. So at least the Tuesday one, and Tuesday, it was pretty simple, just the same format every week. It's a Las Vegas scramble, or a shamble as some people call it, and they have the opportunity for winning pro shop credit. I throw a little closest to the pin out there for a prize here every once in a while, and then the Monday one, it's a little bit more per week, but what you get with that is a lot more opportunities to win things. So with that one, it's a different format every week for the Monday league, and a lot of fun, different, unique formats. And with that one, you not only get the opportunity for pro shop credit like Tuesday league, but you also have the opportunity to win some merchandise prizes. You have the opportunity to, we have kind of side games and stuff like that. And then at the end of the season, we have a dinner. And so that's pretty nice too. For $5 extra, it's not too bad. So there's a lot more ways to win, and everybody wins with the dinner at the end because it's awesome food from our Sunset Grill. So yeah,
actually the grill is a great place to grab a bite to eat as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, the leagues themselves just sound like they'd be a whole lot of fun and just a blast to be a part of.
Oh yeah.
And especially if it's, you'd almost say it's a big social event or anything else like that.
Yeah.
Just like most leagues are. If you guys, if you had we don't do that too much these days anymore, but bowling leagues or anything else like that, you go out there, you have a little bit of fun with your friends. You can get some cool prizes if you're doing well, and if you don't too well, you had a nice night out.
Well, and what's so cool to me is, I'm lucky enough that I've got the opportunity to get to know so many people that are in the leagues, and especially I see it in the Monday night league. We have home builders, we have realtors, we have people that are with a title company and stuff like that, and so all these people are able to network and talk about a little more than just golf, and so or talk sports and stuff like that. Hey, Commissioner Kelly, and him and DJ Chavez, they're the reigning champions of La Liga, I should mention, since
oh, are they?
Yes, yeah. In fact, I think they waited until the end of last season to win that one, just so they could have the longest reigning time period over the winter and all that. So they're going into this spring season as the reigning champions of La Liga.
Well, apparently his golf game is a little bit better than his fantasy football game. Last place, Kelly. But I can't say anything. I was almost there right with him. Started off great, just died in flames really for the end of the season. But and of course with golf, you talk about that mythos of business and networking and everything else like that. I mean, the leagues are a great place to do that. Just getting out there in general to playing, you can meet some people. You get the chance to talk maybe a little business networking in a relaxed environment.
Well, and it's something cool that I've, I guess over the years being in business and getting to go to some PGA meetings and some national meetings with the PGA of America and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, you end up finding out that there's a lot that gets done, outside of the organized, presentations and stuff. It's those breakout sessions or, the in between time that they're like, hey, maybe grab a drink and talk with some people, and all of a sudden you get a lot of stuff done because you're in a relaxed environment. You get to rub elbows with some people and get to know them and find out what their passions are and connect with them. And all of a sudden there's someone that calls you and when they need a question or they need something in particular. It forms that connection and builds a relationship, builds business relationships. And it's it's something I feel like I've gotten to know a lot of people through leagues. Just there's one guy in the Monday League that I know that he works on garage doors, and so when we had problems with our garage door at Sonoma, I was like, well, can call Billy. So.
Yeah, see, there you go. I mean, it's networking, it's meeting people, it's getting out there as part of the community, and of course, you're meeting everybody as part of the league because you're running the league, so you get to meet a lot of people. And somebody mentioned something to you, said, "Hey, I know this guy, part of our Monday League or something like that." Give him a call. Go ahead and try him out. That's how you can create these relationships. That's what it means by networking. Is finding out who's going to help you solve your problems. And there's so many things. Like I say, the mythos of the golf course and the idea of networking and businessing. Businessing, is that a word? Really, businessing? It is now.
I like it.
Yeah, but
to the dictionary.
But the act of going through the business side of things on a nice, friendly environment.
Yeah,
of course, that is something that can never be underestimated. There, I mean, I've heard rumors, the myths that some of the biggest deals that have ever been done in business have been done on the golf course, right?
Yeah, that's 100% true. Like I've heard the same thing. Also, I wanted to, since it's early in spring and we talk about starting events, there's a couple things I wanted to mention. We're talking about leagues.
Yep.
So one of the big things that we do at Sonoma Ranch Golf Course as well is we've had a PGA Junior League for a long time, and that's for the kids.
Yeah.
So that's something that we've let me see, that's been going probably as long as the adult leagues have, and it's that's about getting kids into the game in a very comfortable format. We're talking about being comfortable playing the game of golf and having fun in a relaxed environment, and the kind of the format with PGA Junior League is that obviously geared towards kids, and when I was growing up, it's kind of like I was growing up, I was learning the game, and the moment I was going out to play golf, it was like, all right, you're out there on your own, like good luck. And so with PGA Junior League, it's a 2-person format. 2 juniors team up, they have a teammate, so maybe if it's not their day, maybe it's their teammate's day.
Yeah.
So we do tournaments with them, and they get to
thank you. Just in case anybody didn't hear that, there's another excited vehicle that still, there you go.
Yeah.
There he goes. Yeah.
There we go. All
The
right.
joys of being outside on the patio, friends.
Someone wanted to impress somebody. So
yeah, well, I hope they're impressed.
So back to PGA Junior League, we have tournaments, and then we have practices for the juniors weekly for the practices, and it's a great opportunity to get the kids out there and learn, get them learning a game they can play for their lifetime.
Yeah.
Most people that I know tell me, hey, Eli, I wish I would have learned this game when I was younger. I have my best buddy. He learned the game when he went to college. Now he's the one who's usually trying to pull me out of the office to go
play a little bit.
Because I'm always like, oh, I got to get this done. He's like, dude, come on.
Well, we talk about the social aspect, like it is for the leagues, for the adults and the people that have been playing for a while to go out and have their fun. You cannot underestimate the social aspect of getting out there with a bunch of kids, and the kids learning to interact with other kids and doing all that other stuff. Those are great lessons that the kids can learn out on the course. Sportsmanship, being able to interact with different people that come in to go ahead and play the game, and that to me is is something that is just priceless when it comes to educating our kids and our youth.
Oh, and there was even it was someone we partnered with last year. Actually, in 2019, I think I did celebrity karaoke with them. But they came back and
were you the celebrity?
I was actually.
Okay, well,
they actually came to us and were like, "Hey, what would you like to do as far as a donation or something like that?" And I had just gotten into karaoke and stuff and really enjoyed that. So I was like, this is celebrity karaoke. What do you have to be a celebrity? What are your qualifications? They're like, well, do you want to do it? Yeah. But like, okay, we're talking about networking and stuff. And so that was 2019. All of a sudden, beginning of last year, I got a call from it's Engage, New Mexico, and
Yep.
they called and they were like, "Hey, we want to do some clinics, and it's about kind of bringing the community together and stuff." And it was like parents and a little family thing, parents and kids. And some of those kids eventually went into this PGA Junior Leagues that we had last year, and they actually did like a story, and Engage New Mexico did about Marcelo, kid that just as you're saying, golf was him just being in this program was so beneficial to him grades wise, socially, and this it's a really awesome video. I could go on and on about it, but like it's if you want to see it, it's on our Facebook page for Sonoma Ranch Golf Course. But it's awesome what golf can do. So.
Yeah. Well, it's golf. It's sports in general. Like I said, when you get kids involved in the extracurricular activities, whether it's sports or clubs or anything like that, where you can get a social aspect to it, a little bit of competitiveness when you have a little competition right there, which drives people to be better. Competition is good for everybody because it makes you want to be better at whatever it is that you're doing. If you have a little bit of competition to a chess game, a golf game, which are very similar,
There's strategy.
Yeah,
strategery.
That's it. Chess game, golf game, basketball, football, baseball, ping pong table. I don't know, tic tac toe. There's a little bit of that competition out there where you want to win and you want to make yourself a better player. So you start thinking about things, and what that does to your mind when you start thinking of strategy. So you start thinking out of a way to, okay, I know that I'm hitting right. So what do I got to do on this particular hole to go ahead and make sure that I can get where I need to go?
Yeah.
Do I have to face south, north, or east to try and make that thing curve to stay in stay on the green? So that is one of those things that, when you get that mind working, it's amazing what it does for just everything else that you're thinking about. It's like when you've got your brain working on other things, it's going to work on other problems that are there as well. It doesn't want to stop working.
Yep.
Personal opinion, mind you. I'm just saying that to me that is very important, especially for our youth. But of course, we've talked about some of the leagues you go in, the junior leagues and everything else like that. What would anybody have to do, or how would they contact you to get their kids signed up, or maybe get on the waiting list for these leagues?
So pretty simple. If you just go to www.pgajrleague.com, so pgjjuniorleague.com, or you can just search it in the search bar. It's a national program supported by the PGA of America. And so you go in there, there's a button in the upper right of the homepage.
Yep.
And it's going to tell you to go there, click on that, put in your zip code, or maybe put in program like Sonoma Ranch Golf Course. You could even put in my name, and it's going to come up with all the programs in your area. And I do say, like, we're blessed with in Las Cruces such a great group of programs all together. A lot of these PGA Junior League programs in Cruces have accomplished a lot, and opportunity.